Let my honey come back. Sometime I'm on a red blackjack. Sometime.
Hello, I am super excited to introduce Francisca. She is a business owner, fashion designer, and all around an incredible person. Francisca is a force. So before we get started on this interview, I just want to let you know that the sound isn't great. This was the first interview that I did. It was in person and it's unpolished. But the conversation and the advice from Francisca is not worth missing. We are going to do a part 2 when she comes back to Santa Teresa. So stay tuned for that. But for now, let's get into the podcast, let's get into the show and enjoy. Those of you who don't know, Francisca is amazing. I met you. How did we meet? Do you remember how I first?
You approached me in Gula, I think, in a coffee place.
This is true. I thought you were very interesting. I don't know what you were doing, but then I think I saw you again and we started talking about breathwork. And then the third time, I thought that was very cool, but then the third time was you had when I came in here, you were taking photos for your business. And I was like, then I followed you on Instagram. It was like,
Es verdad.
so just like added a lot of breadth to what you do. So I found it very impressive. So that's why we're chatting now, or that's why I asked. But you've been really patient. So I know this place lots is going on. So thank you so much for
Oh, thank you for inviting me. For me, it's a pleasure. I love talking. And every time we cross each other and start talking, I feel like we can talk for hours. So it's nice.
Thank you. I'm glad.
Yeah.
This is one of my first podcasts with these, so I just want to make sure my camera is relaxed. Yeah. Tell me about you in like 60 seconds. Where you're from, what you do, and what's exciting you about life right now.
Okay. Wow. I'm from Argentina, but I don't live there since maybe 4 years. Because I was traveling a lot, like going out for 3 months, coming back to Argentina. Argentina used to be my base. And 2 years ago, I finally decided to move to Portugal. So right now my base is Lisbon and I love it. Yeah.
What a city.
Yeah, super nice city and it's really interesting. But I continue traveling a lot. I came to Costa Rica maybe 2 months per year or 1 month per year. It's not planned. But I don't know why I end up here again. Like last year, I was like, this will be my last year here, I need to change. And suddenly I am here again. So I guess like I have something with this land that I will discover. Yeah. I think this place makes me shine a lot. That's why I always come here. But my key these years, my journey was more like to find that shine in every place I go. I knew that there are some places that helps you a lot to shine, and this is one, but Portugal is another one, and I try to carry the shine with me to every place I go. I don't know if I answered that question you're making me, but it's good.
First, Lisbon. Did you ever go to? I spent a month in Lisbon. I loved it last year. Did you ever go to like the U Dance, like the place by the port, like the U Dance?
No. I know what you are talking about, but I never been there. Yeah.
The reason I bring that up is because that's where I learned to dance first.
Really?
Very bad.
Jazz dance, jazzy, or something like that.
I did. Again, like Irish people, we don't dance a lot, right? And I think it's just like when I went there, it was like my instructor said it's like learning a new language, and I loved it. I love to move, and that's something I discovered a lot in the last year. And then, so I went to U Dance. Here we go. Thank you so much, Ernie. Gracias.
What did you order?
This is an avocado. This is a child drink.
Oh my god, I love avocado. It's so good. I didn't know they have here. But it's a dessert, man. I'm fasting right now.
You're fasting right now?
Yeah, because I was surfing in the morning, and then I text you and I was like, okay. No, I just ate an egg. I make a boiled egg and I ate an egg. And then I came here.
You are so much healthier than me.
I know, having an avocado, right? I love ice cream, but I'm trying to. Ice cream and coffee is the best combination ever.
Peanut butter. If you want to add, if you want to party, if you want a fiesta, add peanut butter to your life.
Peanut butter is so good. Yes, going back to the dancing thing.
Oh yeah.
I love it so much. I think it's a way of expression, you know?
Yeah.
Like when you stop thinking about how it looks and you start thinking more about how it feels,
Yeah.
in your body, you start like liberating your body,
Yeah.
like feeling free.
Uh,
Liberating. I just invent that word.
I really embarrassed. Anyway, long story short, is I really embarrassed myself at that class. I so it was like bachata, and I just knew bachata was like a Portuguese dance, or I thought it was, and I went there, and I wanted to do level 0, but all they had that night was level 1. So I was like, "Hey guys, can I do level 1? Like, is that like I've never danced before?" I'm like, "Yeah, you'll be fine, man, you'll be fine." And I was terrible. But,
It was bachata.
bachata, yeah.
Bachata is not Portuguese.
It's not Portuguese.
No, it's I don't. I am not pretty sure, but I think it's Latinoamericano bachata.
I'm learning so much. But I've discovered salsa here. I love that, and
Salsa is good
it's fun.
because in America you don't dance like
Like
in the States.
I think in the States, like in Ireland anyway, like we dance at nightclubs, and there's like maybe a culture of not really expressing yourself through dance like you wouldn't see in South America or Central America. So it's a real shame. Like when Irish people traditionally when they're younger go to clubs.
You're from Irish?
I'm from Ireland, yes, right.
I thought you were from the States.
You are the second person to say that to me today.
Maybe, but you live in the States?
I'm in the States all the time. Like last year I was in the States like 4 times, like for
Okay.
long periods.
Because of your English. I thought you were from the States.
I speak with Americans all day.
Wow, it's really clear for me your English. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's. No, I love America.
But yeah, now that you tell me, you look more Irish.
I look more Irish.
Yeah.
That's it. It must be. It's because I'm a little bit tired, so I'm getting more pale. Yeah.
No, yeah, you are tan.
Mm.
It's okay.
It's because I'm eating ice cream for breakfast.
Yeah.
No, but Francisca, the away from dancing, you said you always like to bring like a shine to places. What is your shine? Like, where did you get that? Like, where did that come from?
My shine.
Yeah.
Of doing things that make me happy.
Okay.
Things that make me feel great, you know? When I was living in Buenos Aires, and it's a big city that is amazing, but I was so stressful there and like going through a lot of things. I started like working on little things that make me feel great without having to travel to a paradise, you know?
Okay.
Because of course, when you travel to a paradise, when you go on vacations, everything is perfect, you know, and you feel so good, and then you go back to your normal life, and it's like everything like dark again. And I was like, okay, I can't. And in that moment of my life, I was traveling a lot, like 3 months and going back to Buenos Aires, 3 months and going back. And every time I go to when I went back to Buenos Aires, I was feeling bad, and I was like, okay, I need to have all the things that make me feel good when I travel in my normal daily life, you know? Like, and what I do when I travel that I love so much, or what people do. You do things that make you feel good, you know?
Yeah.
Like, wake me up, don't touch in the phone, writing. For me, writing in the morning changed my life. Like, it's one of the hacks that 100% really helped me a lot. Do you write?
I do, and I was about like how like some people do gratitude lists, other people like just free write. What do you like? How would you write yourself?
I put all my thoughts on papers.
Very good.
Some and actually I have my notebook everywhere. It's so cute.
I also have my notebook. So one second.
Man, I love it so much. Because sometimes I just want to write, you know.
This is my one. It's
It's super cute.
I got that one in. Sorry, I got that one in La Fortuna. So
That's
it's-
pretty nice.
Yeah. So you free write every. How do you like? Let's see yours like on the.
You want to see how?
Or not like obviously look at the rock.
No, but it's writing in Spanish, so maybe you don't understand.
Why I said that, Francisca, is because both of us don't have lines on our page, like lines.
Uh-huh.
So I really like the page where like it's
There's
just, like,
no lines?
There's no lines. Like,
I
it's
write
great.
everything like lines. Everything like a letter for my... Wow, I just discovered that. I write letters to myself.
Do you?
Yeah. Every day is a letter to myself because I want to... wow, I just discovered this. When I write
Letter to myself.
every day, I put the date. Like, for
Yeah.
example, today I write Costa Rica, Playa Paraíso, that was where I was,
Yeah.
6 a.m. Like, I sit up, no, I have to say, I put myself where I am
Yeah.
in the moment.
Yeah, you grounded yourself.
In the
Yeah.
paper, and I start writing. So one day, when I want to read this, I will remember what I was doing, because sometimes I am afraid of losing my memory,
Yeah.
and I'm like, man, I am living so many beautiful things that I really want to remember, you know.
Are.
And I want to remember my process. I want to remember my adventures.
Mm.
So I try to write everything here, and I am talking to my older self. Yeah, I do that.
So, someone said it was a really nice quote. Someone said writing allows you to live the memory and the event all over again. So you get a second chance to like relive that moment in your life. So
Yeah.
it's like yeah, I saw it from you, I felt it from you when we were talking. Like you have a great, we call it a shine, but you have a great like fire for life. And even but then I followed you on Instagram and like it's, like those adventures, they're really, yeah, you really live an exciting life.
Thank you. And I love, like you just said, that feeling of feeling that fire, you know, inside, is what I wake up every day, you know. Like I go for a run to feel
Okay.
that flow. You know, when you are like just running and you feel alive,
Yeah.
that is what I love doing, and that is what makes me shine. Now that I'm learning surfing, like when I go out from the ocean, and I'm like, wow, like I feel alive, you know.
Yeah.
And now, for example, today the waves were like fa to my face, and before, like maybe 1 year ago, 2 years ago, I was scared of that, and now I realize that I am alive. It's okay, you know.
It's really,
Yeah.
is there like, do you know when you were talking about when you were going back to Buenos Aires and you didn't feel happy, you didn't feel alive, like what was that like
I wasn't doing things that make me shine, you know.
okay,
I was like working from 7 a.m. No, not 7 a.m. I will not exaggerate.
yeah,
But maybe for, yeah, I wake up and I already have my phone like ding, 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 ding. You know, I have my fashion brand, so that is a lot of work.
of course,
And from maybe from 8 to 6, I'm working and I work with brands and I was going to events
okay,
at night, and I am a person who say yes. I used to be a person who say yes to everything, you know.
right, okay,
I have an event, okay, I'm going. A friend, now let's meet, okay, I'm going. And I was like so stressed all the time, drinking coffee at 7 p.m. And then I put like my sports or myself aside, because all these things,
yeah,
I love them. You know, I love working, I love meeting friends, da, 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 da. And when you are in big cities, everything is so much energy, you know.
sure,
And then I realized that the first thing I have to do in my day is myself.
yeah,
And I work a lot to have that time, because not everyone has the opportunity to take 2 hours in the morning for yourself, you
of
know.
course, yeah,
Before I used to wake up at 6 until 8 to take the time to myself. Now I have more freedom. But for me, the first thing I have to do is wake up, don't touch the phone, write, drink water, try to meditate.
okay,
I was like forcing myself a lot to do that.
yeah,
And then I realized that I need to protect more my energy, you know. I need to know how to say yes, how to say no, and I start like putting myself always first, you know. And when I moved to Portugal, I realized like every day the mornings are for me.
yeah, the mornings are for you,
100% mornings are for me. And in Argentina, the last months that I was living there was the same. I was like, I remember I was in a couple and my boyfriend was like, you can't be like, you can't take the whole morning like that. And I'm like, man, I am meditating, I'm doing yoga, I am writing, you're sleeping.
yeah,
Like, what the fuck? It's the same. Like, I am choosing this while you are scrolling in the bed, for example, you know? And he was like, oh, because sometimes people think like, okay, you need 2 hours for yourself, but sometimes it's just 30 minutes, you know, to wake up and don't touch the phone. Because when
really
people
good.
touch the phone, you don't even realize, but maybe you are 30 minutes scrolling when you're in the toilet, preparing the coffee. And that 30 minutes,
How do you know all my secrets?
that 30 minutes, you can write 5 minutes, you can try to be calm 5 minutes, you can drink water 5 minutes, and your morning will change for completely.
Yeah.
And doing sport, that means doing move your body. That gives me a lot of energy to bring to my days. And another fun tip,
Dude.
like every, things that I was discovering, no, these years. But before going on a date
Yeah.
with someone, I always do sports.
You always do sports.
Yeah, I go for a run. Like
That's
before.
clever. I've seen you run a lot. You must
No, 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 I'm not dating so much, right? But
Wait a second.
I have that. Yes, always more important, like
Yeah.
before going on a date, I discovered that going for a running, maybe 20 minutes, 30 minutes,
Sure.
make me like my endorphins go so high,
Absolutely.
and then I am super shiny, and I see.
Like, so everything you said is like right, and I love it. I do go on my phone in the morning, and like I need to work on that, but I want to be compassionate to myself. Like, so you can't be perfect all the time, but I love that, like, you write, like, you prioritize you. That's what you've done. Like, like, but I've seen that even with your business. Like, that is you prioritizing you, and that's why so much of you is now shining, because you looked after the internal. Was there ever a time though where, like, you didn't look after, like you were saying yes to everybody back in Buenos Aires or even maybe Lisbon? Was there ever a time where you didn't prioritize you and that was tough to get through, or like how did you overcome that? Is what I'm like. They're the real
Yeah.
moments where change is required.
Yes, like if there are some moments that I went through, yes, 100%. Like I wasn't priorizando myself for so long. Like
Yeah.
I grew up in a society. I don't know how it's where you are from.
America,
Where
Ireland, we don't know yet.
exactly, where the beauty is so important. Like in
Yeah.
Argentina, like the standard, and I was going through a lot of traumas with
Yeah.
my beauty, with my body,
Of course.
with food, and always looking out
Yeah.
for acceptation.
Acceptance, yeah.
Accepting, exacto. All the time, like looking outside,
Yeah.
like what people think, how they see me, and I was putting all my energy outside and not inside.
Yeah.
And in the moment that it was in pandemic when I started like doing yoga for my first time,
Okay.
because before I was doing sports, just maybe 2 months per year, just to be fit on the summer, eating an apple per day or doing that crazy diet or whatever. And in pandemic, that I was more in my house, and I connect with yoga because of my couple. And in pandemic, like thanks God, I have like a really good time and
Yeah.
time for myself. That was the first time I had time. I put myself first
Okay.
because I have so much time, and I was like, hey, what can I do? Okay, I will try this thing.
Yeah.
And when I start doing yoga, I start connecting with my body.
Okay.
I start like, okay, this is my body. I feel this. I feel this, and I am inside this body in this life. So for me, yoga was like such a key in my life,
Yeah.
and I realized that years after.
Okay.
And it helps me a lot to connect with to coming back again to myself and not to see outside, and to start like loving myself, start like understanding what my body can do. I start like doing sports because of how it feels and not because of how it looks. Then my body, of course, the abs came with the process. But I stopped putting that my energy in that results,
No, no,
and more like in how I was feeling. And I was, yes, I started like looking into myself. I started writing in pandemic, yeah, and that's the way I made see. It took me some years, like to
Yeah.
really watch me on the mirror and love what I was seeing.
Of course.
Because it happened to me sometimes. It used to happen to me that I don't even knew what I was seeing. Like this is true. Like I was in that kind of distortion, that I was asking my couple that you see what I see? Is this my body or what? And so until I didn't connect with my body, I couldn't see myself how I am. And I stopped, yeah, and it was a whole process like to stop thinking what people think, because you are not at the end. Everyone is looking themselves. You are not so important, man. Like
You said that to me a couple of days ago. You're like, 'cause I struggle with embarrassment because Like not it's a thing I haven't explored enough. But you were like, no one's looking. Like everyone is looking inwards. Yeah,
Yeah, exactamente.
yeah,
And if the people is looking at you, it's okay. You are
yeah.
doing something different, you know.
Absolutely.
It's
Yeah.
better
Be
to have that
yourself.
kind of cringe
Yeah.
because when you have cringe,
Mm.
it's because you are doing something different and you are going out of your comfort zone.
Yeah.
Yeah, like today surfing, I was like, I entered surfing with a guy that I like,
Yeah.
and I was so embarrassed at the beginning,
Yeah. Yeah.
so
Yeah.
shy, and then I was like, man, I'm just having fun. Like, what the fuck? Like, I don't have to be perfect, you know. It's okay if
Yeah.
I fall because I am learning, and I'm going out of my comfort zone, you know.
Absolutely. You talk to yourself so compassionately. By the way, like it's really nice to see. Like from an objective person, like looking in. Not everyone is like that, Francisca. And I know you say you're not perfect, but the way you talk and how compassionate you are about yourself is really strong. Like
Thank you.
it's
I
really
try.
nice to be around that.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank you. I remember that I used to have a health coach that helped me a lot
Okay.
in pandemic to do this kind of exercise, hacks and whatever. And I remember she always tell me like this is super cliche, but fake it until you make it, or tell to yourself until you believe it. And I
Absolutely.
used to write like my mantra is I love myself. In that
Absolutely.
moment, I wasn't loving myself, you know. I love myself. I am super powerful. I am creative. I am
Amazing.
stronger. Da, 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 and I have all the power inside me. And in that moment, maybe I was crying, you know.
No,
I didn't
absolutely.
believe that.
You got like
And it's so powerful the way you speak to yourself, 100%.
like this week I have like a no negative self talk week. Like I definitely like even what you said around like you only realize now how far you've come and it has been a long journey. Like
Mhm.
that I've had moments like that as well. Like moments where like I would walk out like down the road in a restaurant there. It happened yesterday at like 5 p.m. and I'm like, wow, I'm so grateful to be here. I feel so grounded, and I've come such a long way from maybe for me when you looked in the mirror, you didn't recognize yourself. When I looked in the mirror many years ago, I would have seen very sad eyes, like a sad person looking back,
Mm.
and then that's really when you see that, and because my brain will tell me I'm happy. I don't know what it is. I'll try be happy, and I'll have like fake happiness. I'll like you said, fake it, but not in the right way. And I remember I used to see a very sad person looking back, and that's that's a big turning point for me. And then like even the people I talk to now, like because everyone has their own story, I'm able to like talk to them and give them advice on things that I think are simple now, but they're not. Like waking up and writing or waking up and maybe trying to tell the truth what your heart really wants. They're not easy things to do. But I then realized like, oh okay, Patrick, you actually have come a long way. You're very different to the person you were 3, 4 years ago. So it's very cool to see the self love you have now. I have one question for you, like, because if you could talk to that Francisca of the past, like who's there, who didn't maybe, who's going through those challenging times, like what would you say to her, or what would your message be?
Wow. She will discover the way, you know? Like, I don't know. See, I would tell, like, focus on yourself. And focusing yourself is not being ego.
Yeah,
It's not being egocentric, you know? Because in some moment of my
yeah,
life, when I start focus on myself, people used to tell me that I was so egocentric, you
yeah,
know? And there is a difference between being egocentric and love yourself and prioritize yourself. So, yeah, focus on yourself, have time alone, knowing yourself.
yeah,
I think like something really important is to learn how to be by your own,
yeah.
alone.
And that doesn't have to be lonely. Being alone and being lonely are two
It's
different things.
completely, yeah.
Amazing, yeah.
And it's not easy, you know, like going to a coffee place and sit alone. I remember like my first time that I was like, okay, I will go for lunch alone. I was so shy, like
Yeah.
what people will think that I'm crazy or what the fuck. It's the most beautiful thing, like to spend time by yourself, because when you start spending time by yourself, you start thinking. If you write, you realize what you are thinking, because you put in words your mind, because sometimes our minds are kind of tricky,
Absolutely.
and then you start like knowing yourself. It's like, okay, what I like, what I don't like, how I can have fun, and then you will arrive to a point that you can share that with other people, and you are not putting all your expectations
Yeah.
in others.
Okay.
Like your whole world is the other person.
Yeah.
The other person has to make you fun, doing things because of the other person. No, no, no. You can start by yourself, loving yourself, doing things by your own, and then share that with other one,
Okay.
friends or couple or whatever. And in that case, I think the healthy relations start appearing.
Yeah.
Because you don't need the other person like to feel good, to have fun. You just need you.
That's I love that. There's there's the way like it's just even when you were talking about bringing yourself out for lunch. I can remember like in where was I? I was in the Azores. The island the Azores
Yeah.
in South Portugal. I was there in San Miguel, and I don't know why Francisca, but there was one night like I went out for dinner solo, and it was one of the first times I did it. It was only last year.
Yeah.
Like I was so nervous. Like
Haha,
yeah.
it's why?
Yeah,
We are all nervous.
but I was like the phrase I kind of like said, like you were like fake it till you make it. The phrase I would have used was I was like I'm taking myself out to dinner tonight.
A date.
Yeah, I'm taking myself on a date, and that kind of like that really helped a lot.
See?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's beautiful. I remember one of my first times. I was in Portugal,
yeah,
and actually I want to go out for drinks, and my couple didn't want. And I was like, I'm in Portugal, I'm in Lisbon, I want to do this. And I remember I was like, I will do it alone. Like I don't care. And I took my book,
yeah,
my journal, because when I feel uncomfortable, because of course I feel uncomfortable
yeah,
sometimes,
of course, yeah,
a book
yeah,
for reading or a book or your journal, they're my best friends. And I remember that day, like I went to a bar and I was like, okay, I will order wine, and if I feel,
what wine would you order?
it was like a white wine, I remember,
Okay.
dry, something like that. The bar was super nice. It was Binance playing, and I sit on the bar. I was really nervous. And I was like, okay. I sit there. I breathe. I was like, what I do, like. And then I was like, okay, I will take my notes. I will start writing, and that made me release so much. I was like, okay, nobody cares about me. Tonight I will be an artist. And I start playing a character. I was like, maybe I'm writing my poem, and I start playing with myself. And yeah, and in the moment that I stop writing, the person next to me starts talking to me.
No way.
I learned like to be alone. If you want to be alone, if you want to go out alone, never touch your phone. Because if you are using your phone, nobody will interrupt you.
Or headphones, if you have headlight.
Yeah, and that is what I learned. And sometimes I go for a coffee alone or whatever, and I need like to open a book to stop people talking to me. because you realize that if you are alone, it's super nice because you are an open door, so people come to you. And every time I am here and I see someone alone, I start talking. It's super nice to be alone, and you get addictive.
It's I it's you are so open, and I realize like I'm not as open as you because I wasn't going to say this part of my story because it's like nah, it's too embarrassing. But do you know the way you said when you went to a restaurant you pretended to play an artist?
Yeah.
When I went to a restaurant, I was like, okay, Patrick, I'm going to pretend to be James Bond.
To be what?
James Bond, like because it was like James Bond walking in is like super confident. He doesn't care what other people think, and that I was like, I'm gonna be that person. I remember, I was Mr. Bean, like Mr. Bean. I was more
Mr. Bean?
I was more Mr. Bean than James Bond. I remember I sat down and like banged my head off the very low light. But it was.
It's amazing, man. Like playing characters, it's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's super nice, like playing character. I think like the life is about playing. Woo. Like putting your inner child in here and play. Nobody knows you. Nobody cares. Actually, She said, you can be whatever you want to be.
And so that like, if you were like looking to the future, I don't know if you look or if you can or you look to the future, but if like you could meet, I don't know, future Francisca, like what would you want that person to be? Yeah.
As I am now.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah, that's beautiful. Like, I realized that last year, like a friend asked me the same, like, how do you want to be your 2026, you know? And I'm like, man, I want the same as this one because right now I'm so happy with what I am doing, how I feel. Of course, I have a lot of things to improve or whatever, but I am in that journey, you know? And I am so grateful every day of, like, of course I want like my brand to be more successful, to put my brand in Europe, like things, yeah, but I wish in some years I feel the same that I am feeling right now, you know, like powerful, free, happy, shining, more conscious maybe. Yeah, but I am really like I'm really in the present, you know.
You are.
Yeah.
That's a great response for me because that's the way like should we think like you. I want to think like more instead of like thinking about the future, just bringing it back to the now, centering myself, like yeah, be more present. Yeah.
Uh-huh. Of course, I should like plan a little bit more
Yeah.
about. Sometimes I am like, man, I am not even thinking what I will do in 5 years, you know. But I'm so focused in the present. But yeah,
It's very cool. Uh, this is really great. This conversation.
nice.
Yeah.
Hi.
You know everybody. No, come in. No, join.
We are doing a
This person
podcast
is famous.
right now. Hi, how are you?
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Fran.
Nice to meet you, Jake.
Un placer.
It's for like it's actually I'm glad I met you. For me, I'm glad I met you before I saw your online following because I remember I'm like, oh, she's really nice and cool, and then I followed you. I'm like, and I saw it, I'm like, holy shit. I was like,
Cute. You know what? I never give my Instagram to people when I met. No,
Okay.
because I want them to know me in person.
Yeah.
And yeah, because sometimes, of course, I have thoughts, negative thoughts all the time. You know, like
For sure.
I try to be positive, but I have it. And sometimes I feel like people could judge me.
Yeah.
You know, for watching my Instagram, or maybe they expect something
Of course.
for me,
Yeah.
or whatever, or make a whole idea about myself. And of course, if you start following me, you can know a lot of things about me.
Yeah.
That maybe it's like, I want to tell you that things. Don't read from my Instagram, you know?
Yeah.
Because I don't have that kind of mysterious.
Okay.
Because you- So I end up watching my showing my Instagram later. Hi, babe.
Oh, this is
Wait a
me.
second.
Oh, take it. It's fine. This is me. Francisca's so popular.
She's very
People
popular.
do just keep coming in and saying, "I love it."
You look so beautiful.
I just did Pilates and I'm sweaty and gross and
Oh, God. I love Pilates. Yeah.
Nice, so nice. We are doing a podcast, but I bring you the t-shirt so you can go to the toilet and try on.
she has the best shirts in
Okay.
all of Santa Teresa and I need to get
Do you
one.
mind if I
And
film
look.
this while you're doing it? Is that okay? Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Is that
for
okay?
sure.
There you go.
Look.
I love her shirts.
Mira, and I found this one. I use it for a shooting.
That's beautiful.
Oh, is that
So-
okay?
Check it if you like it.
I like this one.
You can. I know. And I am working on the Latina baby. Until when you're here,
Until March.
Maybe-
March 10th.
you can try. Go to the toilet and try
I
all.
like this one the most. Actually,
Try everyone. Try all.
I think I like this one the most.
I
I
know.
might wear this tonight, actually.
Yeah, you will look so hot.
Yeah, I think I want this one.
See, you don't want to try it all. In the toilet?
I tried the Latina baby one. It fits so well. So
Yeah.
I think I'll just get this one.
Okay.
Yeah. And I have
This
I
is-
have I have just not normal cash. Can you
What about the Sex and
Wait.
the City one? When are you making that available to?
The Sex and the
men's
City. This is super nice.
Got it, sorry.
It's a scene where the girls are watching through the window because the
Oh,
neighbors
yeah.
were having sex and they were in the period where
They're like,
they wasn't, and I was like, what is
yeah.
Oh my God! If you make that a little bit larger, because I won't fit into that, I will.
that? And this says Argentinidad Palo.
Hello. Okay. What's?
That means Argentinians being super Argentinians.
This is so cute. I'm
Yes.
Que
obsessed.
calor.
Qué calor.
see, that's super cute.
I like it. Can you
Okay,
break
and,
up my
yeah. I will tell the guys. Wait me a second.
Business while I sit here.
Wait. And in the moment that I could bring the Latina baby, I will let you know.
Oh yes.
Because maybe, see, I will ask the guys for change.
Just yeah.
Are you sure you want the t-shirt because I use it for shooting? Okay, it's not just new. Amigo, babe, ¿tienes 50 y 50? Nada. ¿Tú tienes? Do you have 50 and 50?
I have a bunch of cash at home. Right now.
It's for Cindy. Ajá. Y sí, a t-shirt.
We can pay later, maybe.
Ah, yeah, you can pay me later.
Yeah.
Sí. Sí, because I forgot. Y 50,000, no, I don't have. Amigo, y no tienes $50 en colones, ¿no? No. Tranqui, gracias. I don't have change, but you can give me later.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I can break it.
Wait, I will ask here. ¿Capaz? Hola. ¿Cómo estás? ¿Todo bien? ¿Tendrás 2 billetes de 50?
Tengo cara de nada, vendemos mucho con tarjeta.
Con tarjeta, ¿no? Sí.
Te va a costar.
No, I have, but in my house. Don't worry, later.
Okay.
I live next to El Patio. Maybe we see each other tonight.
Are you coming to Somos?
Maybe.
Conga CJ.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay.
See, don't worry. Tomorrow, you give me later.
Yeah. I'll
Don't
try
worry.
to get colones as well. Right?
For me, it's the same, like $50 or colones. It's okay.
I'm sure I can.
Like
break
I
it.
have, but in home.
Yeah,
I forgot
I have it at home too.
Yeah, don't worry, baby.
Okay.
Bueno,
I'll see you later.
gracias.
Thank you. I'll take lots of photos as well.
See, I know. Joti. Ciao.
That is the perfect way for the last part of our conversation. Like, I love that. Like, so a lot of
That
people
was so nice.
a lot of people like come into the shop, introduce themselves. Hi Francisca. Then someone's like to buy your brand. That is.
Wow,
Can you-
so good.
Can you like tell us about your brand? What's the name? What's the mission? What's the vibe behind it? Like, just tell us everything because it's
Okay.
very popular.
Yeah. My brand is called Munay.
Okay.
Munay. That means the power of love in Quechua.
Yes.
And the whole brand is focused on self-love. And all the prints that you can see in the brand, all the t-shirts, we do everything for women. Are focusing in women to make them believe they are stronger enough, they are beauty enough, they are powerful, they have energy, they are hot, they are smart. And every print you will see in my brand, you will watch yourself in the mirror and say like, hey man, I rock it, you know? You will never see in my brand like a t-shirt saying like, fuck you, or that kind of rock and roll, you know? It's
Okay.
more everything with love.
I love that.
Like, I don't know, I have a t-shirt that says me gustas mucho, that means I like you so much.
I like you.
And it's focused on encourage women to say more when you like someone, you know?
Yeah.
Go you on a date with someone, like invite you people, tell more what you think, don't try to play games, you know? Like,
Absolutely.
now we are in an era of playing games, like, oh,
Yeah.
I will not answer the phone, I will keep that guy for 3 days. Like, no, man, if you want to say something, go, you know?
Shoot
If you
your
like
shot.
some... Exactamente.
Yeah. From a guy's point of view, for me, like when I was like ever like trying to talk to a girl, like that was a big deal for me. Like to go say hello, but like even asking like you to be on the podcast, or like even another person that I'm really excited about. But I was nervous asking him, but I learned this from kind of cheesy, but it's from Top Gun, like the second one with Tom Cruise.
Yeah, I love that movie.
It's like, I love the quote. It's like, don't think, just do. Like just do. And first of all, it's when you do it, it's not half as bad as you think. And then also, if it is bad, the more you do it, the better you do. And then all of a sudden, when you were talking about your life getting better incrementally because of your shine, I've had moments, Francisca, where I like stop myself and I'm like, first off, I try to say it with compassion. I'm like, why did I ever think that was such a big deal? Like,
Completely.
and I'm like, I can go bigger. Like your own, like honestly, it's all in your head. It's all in your head.
Exactamente.
Yeah.
Sí, sí, I mean what you say. You can go bigger.
Go
It's like you
bigger.
can sit on the table alone, you know? Like you can do bigger things. Or the same, like talking to a guy, how you have the power, you can go and do it. And if you think you are too intense, if you are thinking, oh, maybe he thinks I'm too intense, okay, maybe that person is not for you.
Yes.
Because pretending to make someone likes you, then you're not being yourself, and at the end, you will be as intense you are, you know?
Someone said it to me. This like place has been so liberating for me. But someone said it to me about like a topic about work, and I was talking about a decision I had to make, and he was like, "You're telling yourself stories. Like you're just making up a story in your head. Like that's actually probably not the truth." And it's like we tell ourselves this narrative, and then that for me that's like emotion. Like it's like all this emotion and thoughts going on in your head, and then you process that, but you process it by your body or you want to protect yourself. So you'll then like put logic behind all of those emotions. Like, oh, like I could never start a business. No, it's not the right time. I have a job. I have to pay this mortgage. Like, or it could be the girl or the guy that you want to talk to, and you're like, no, like I'll talk. Like for me, what I do sometimes is like, no, like it's even with surfing, I could be out in the water and I might be messing up a lot and just not catching waves. And I like when I go home, I'm going to watch a video on how to like hop up on a board. And I'm like, no, Patrick, watch people now. Like, don't just
Yes, completely.
You're here. Like,
You're here now, way later. Today, a friend and she told me the same, like, amiga, bueno, I want to feel better. I will start the gym on Monday, and I was like, it's Wednesday. No, what day is today? It's Thursday.
Yeah.
Why on Monday?
Why not?
Today,
Yeah.
or at least tomorrow.
You're giving
But-
yourself a mental load by doing
Yeah,
that.
why on Monday?
Yeah.
You know, like now. See, I completely feel you. And it's the same. It's like, yeah, today I was on the water and I'm learning, you know. And I was like, hey, I'm a surfer. Like,
Love it.
actually,
Yeah,
I am, you know. Like, I was like,
you are a surfer.
like you fake it until you make it. Like, of course,
But, like,
you have to. It's the same with characters. You have to believe in your character, you know.
James Bond, surfing.
Yeah. Sometimes I go out and I love it because I do the same as you, man. It's crazy. I feel like I'm Britney Spears. I'm like, today I'm Britney, you know. And sometimes I'm like, today I will be more arty, more mysterious. And every day I play a character, and I love that.
It's interesting. Like do you know what I've learned about life? It's like the things that like you're like, oh no, I don't want to say, I'll be too embarrassed. They're actually the things that people love the most. Like it's the people I get like the people who like they love that the most about you. So
Yeah, and about you too, man. It's like having fun with your inner child.
that is it. It's your inner child.
Yeah. And I think when people start growing, they forgot about your inner child, you know. They forgot about what the same question that I did you before, what do you do for fun, you know. People start forgetting about having fun and start focus more on business, money, and and I have to be serious. Of course, yes, everyone needs that at the same time, but never forget about your inner child, having fun, you know, like make you shine, like make more things that feels good, you know.
I love that feeling because it's coming back for me more and more. Where like you feel like that joy or that real laugh. Like,
Joy,
joy. Joy is like someone said it to me, and I was like talking. I was like, I had such fun with you. I was like, I really felt like we laughed, and that person was like, you were experiencing joy. And so I realized that like that was an underserved emotion for me that I hadn't experienced in like a long. It was a really nice moment.
You know, and I think you start being addicted to joy, you know.
Yeah.
And when you get joy by being alone, it's the most beautiful thing. I remember this year I was traveling to Thailand alone. That for me was
Thailand solo.
only 3 days, and then I went to Indonesia. But yeah, I did Bangkok alone, and for me it was something super challenging. I never did that before, you know. And I was like, man, actually I am in Asia alone. I was in the when I put a feed in Thailand, I was like, what are you doing here?
Yeah.
And it was, and when you see yourself from outside,
Yeah.
and you're like watching yourself. I remember being in a scooter with a guy driving because I don't know how to drive yet, and walking around Bangkok and it was raining, and I started laughing so much, like man, what the fuck am I doing right now? And to see yourself out and realize how far and how strong you are is beautiful. That actually I was alone, having fun, and that moment of conscious was like, what? I am exactly where I want to be.
I love that. You just got me thinking about what you were talking, Francisca, about like, okay. So
Yeah, joy is everything.
joy is everything.
Yeah.
There's one. So this is what I was trying to formulate my thoughts on the page. I've notes here in front of me, by the way. I'm trying to be prepared. Do you mind the notes out of interest? It's like, do you mind me taking notes?
It's okay.
It allows me to be a bit more like because I really want to listen to you, and that allows me to do that.
Yeah. Look, that's why I have this all the time. Sometimes I hear someone saying something that I like, and I'm like, I want to write that.
I like that.
Yeah.
There's when you were talking about joy, I was thinking about like you. I think you create the world that you give out, like, and that world comes back to you. So you be the person, you be the person that you want to be, and like, or you the person that you might be your big brother or your friend, or you set that standard. This is a perfect moment to say this now because you attract such positivity. And like in my last 2 years, there's a Francisca parade there. Bad joke, sorry.
Atenderemos sus consultas o trámites.
So in Santa Teresa,
The party.
cars just drive around with speakers on. Why is that, by the way? What do they say?
I don't know.
If you ever hire me as your head of advertising, that will be my first idea. I'm like, Francisca, we gotta get a car, we gotta get a speaker.
I'm just talking.
That is one thing I've noticed around like you, like not only of all these people coming up, like you have been here a long time, but like still like like you give out the world that you want. I feel that from you, and I believe that as well. I've seen that through my own journey. Like it's like in one of those moments where, for me at the start, I just wanted to be better. Like I wanted to be like happy or have this. I was impatient, but if you like take a step back and you take a breath, then just try be present as much as you can, then all of a sudden, like the latter half of last year, I would have people like just come up to me on a train in Ireland, here, like traveling, and they just start talking to me. And I think it's like the energy or if you show and give joy, that comes back to you, and you just create an amazing,
Yes,
an amazing
completely.
world of life for everyone and yourself.
It's in the same way if you do in the other way.
Yeah.
If you vibe in the symphony of sadness and dark, you will attract dark sadness. And and if you start like vibing in a frequency of more love, more joy, you will start attracting that into your life.
Yeah.
The same like with couples or whatever. Like if you look for a couple in the nightlife, what you will get, if you start like looking people in doing sports, waking up early, you will start attracting people who is more connected with that frequency.
For sure.
Yeah.
I feel as you're talking, I feel lifted after talking to you. Like I feel like lighter after talking to you.
Oh, I thank you.
Seriously.
Me too.
Yeah, like
This is such a good conversation. I told you the other day in Amore, when you came and I was trying to work, and you were like, no, I don't want to interrupt you. And I was like, hey, don't worry, 5 minutes. And then we started talking like for 1 hour. I was so into that kind of conversation that it was like, yeah, this is beautiful.
like I have a couple more like just quick questions to ask you, if that's okay. So because like there's like you've traveled a lot, like, and for anyone watching who wants to travel more, like if you could go to any place in the world, where would you go?
A place that I didn't go yet.
Any could be a place you didn't go to or you've gone to.
I really want to go to India. I never been there, and I feel I am prepared to go.
any place in India that you would like to go?
Right now, I want to go to Goa.
I've heard Goa. Yeah.
Yeah, but because I think it's the easiest part to start. But I don't really know because I never really researched well.
Yeah.
But I before coming here this year, I was thinking of India, and then a friend convinced me to come to Costa Rica, and I am here right now. But I think I really want to go.
Very cool.
That is in my wish list.
If there's any person you could just call that you would like to call right now, or like who would that be? Who would you call if you could call someone just right now for just to catch up, say hi?
Home friends?
I don't know because yesterday I called on my family.
Okay.
I don't know. I was let's say. I think the first person just appeared to my mind is my ex-boyfriend.
Okay.
That we are really friends now, and I want to call him and tell him that I catch my first wave.
That's really nice.
He will be super proud of me. That is what I want to do. Yeah.
That's very cool.
Yeah.
Great. Two more questions. If you had to host like if Francisca, if you could hang out with anyone in the world, like it could be a dinner, invite for a dinner party or for a coffee, who would those people be? They can be dead, they can be alive, they can be famous, they can be any. Who would you have around this table now? You would love to chat to?
Buy my mom a little Florida house.
I don't know. Actually, I don't know. Like someone already did this question, and I never know the answer. What I know is that I love to sit on tables that I don't know anyone, and listen as stories that I don't know. You know, because I think like you learn so much about other people from other cultures, other nationalities. It's like reading books, you know, and you live through the stories of other people. So if I could have a dinner right now, I would love to have a dinner with people that I don't know, actually. Not with my friends. Like I love my friends, but yeah,
Hi friends.
yeah. Hi friends, I love them. I love you, but yeah, with people that I don't really know, I would love to have a dinner. Yeah.
I love the fact that you said that. That is like, and because it's made me think when I'm nervous, like talking to anyone, to like make friends, ask them something. Like these people, like everyone, some of my best friends, they started as strangers. Like you never know saying hello to someone. Like what an amazing adventure, friendship, or whatever it could be that you could go
Yeah.
on just by saying hi.
Exactly. Just by saying hi, just listening to the other person. Yeah, without judging. You know, like hey, being open to listen and not to think about what you want to say.
You
know?
do that so well, by the way. I meant to say, like that is not a. You make people feel really comfortable, Francisca. Like you were like even before this, you were like super calm. It's like yeah, we'll do it this time. Like you just have like a very like calming atmosphere, and that calms people around you. So that's really great. That you that's a great gift you did. Seriously, yeah.
The other day, a friend asked me like, which is your love language? You know, and I think my love language is that listening to people, like really listen. You know, and I think I wasn't like that before. You know, like I'm a Leo, and I think that was part of my journey, like to put myself a little bit, you know,
Yeah.
working on myself.
To
No, no,
push
no, no,
yourself a little, to push yourself out of your comfort
no, no, no. Like
I'm drinking sweet iced tea.
I think
I haven't worked out.
it's a character of a Leo when you are growing to be the self-center.
Okay. Yeah.
So there is a tipping point where you stop being egocentric
Oh, you're
and be
shadow
more
side.
self-love
Yeah.
and to let other people shine. You know, that is something that I learned these years. That of course I learned to love myself, and I am always the first person and everything. But then you need, I think, people in this life will be amazing if we all learn how to make other people shine. I know I can shine, and I know how to do it. But these years, my journey is try to make people shine at the same time. Like to everyone needs a space. The same in a conversation, you know. Like, of course I can. I know I can talk, and I can talk about me a lot and blah 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 blah. But then it's nice to shut up a little bit and make other people to have a space and listen to the other one without thinking what you want to say.
Yeah.
And that is so difficult, you know, more when you are a teenager.
And the more nervous you are as well, because like you're kind of like focused on yourself. You're like, what am I going to say next? I actually haven't felt that for this conversation. What am I going to say next? What am I going to say next? Like, and you're not actually hearing the words of the other person, and everyone does that.
Oh, of course, or when you meet someone, and for example, you introduce yourself and say, I'm Patrick, blah, 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 and I'm already thinking what I want to say, and then I'm like, fuck, I don't even know his name
Yeah.
because I wasn't paying attention.
Do you ever have this with, like, I don't know, if you're in a group and it's usually work, but they're like in a circle and they're like, okay, we're going to go around and introduce yourself and say something about you, and you actually don't listen to the other people.
Of
You're
course,
like, what am I
nobody
saying?
does.
Yeah.
Nobody listens.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, see, it happened. I did my yoga teacher training last year.
Oh, you're yoga. Okay.
Yeah, and one of the things that the teachers tell us the first day when we introduced ourselves in the circle was exactly that. Like, don't think about yourself. Listen.
About yourself. Yeah.
Then people is next to you, what he's saying, you know, and remember his name. And I was like, okay, focus on trying to remember the name of everyone. And when it was my turn, I was like, okay, the first thing appears to my mind, you know, without thinking of you and not even listening to anyone.
That's it.
Yeah.
I love that. So it's kind of good. We are just at the end. That's it. Like,
Yeah, it was so beautiful.
thank you so much, by the way. Seriously, you were. I've learned so, like, some of the notes I took. Like, joy is everything.
Love that.
Go bigger. Like, why Monday? Like, when you're talking about your friend, you're like why? Like, they're like, or anyone, like, instead of doing it tomorrow, like, why not now? Why not Monday?
Ahora.
Ahora, sí.
Ahora.
Estoy aprendiendo un poco español.
Me encanta.
Estoy muy básico. You talked about shining, like making your shine. Mornings are for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, like,
See, do more things that feels good.
that was really good.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Francisca.
Thank you. It was a pleasure.